You look beautiful today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've been putting on mascara.
What do they call the thing when the hair kind of comes to the side that's going on there?
Wisps?
Yeah, the wisps.
Is that
what it's called?
What they call them?
Well,
breakage.
No, when you go snowboarding or skiing, that's like what I'm thinking of. They call them slut strands.
Jules!
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 It's a family podcast.
That's what he
Sideburns?
No. I'm not going to say it again.
You were trying to bait Jules to say that?
I was not, but it's funny you say that because growing up, like that was always the thing. It's like girls looked so good with like the hair strands coming out of their helmet strands, their helmet hair. Okay, Jules? You're the best. I'm kidding.
No, I support women.
Jules is a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. What a fun way to begin. Welcome to another episode of Two Parents and a Podcast. Not a very family intro today, but hey, like your quote says, you can turn it around at any moment.
We do really keep this podcast PG.
Yeah, we do. Because little ears. I don't know if I like the word little ears.
You've lost me.
Little ears, so some people will be like, if there's little ears in the car, you should turn down this next part. Little ears means like little.
Oh yeah.
Your kids are in the car. Okay. Well, today we've got a very fun episode ahead.
It's a fun episode.
Do you think it's a fun episode?
I hope so. I think it will be.
Harrison has vowed to not check his phone during the episode, which I think is really exciting for everybody.
Perfect. Let me just break my vows. I'm kidding. Nothing. I stayed.
Wait, you used to have Tater as your background. What happened?
It doesn't stick. It just disappears.
No, it doesn't. If you hold your phone like this, it gets your backgrounds pop up and you can shuffle through them.
But I think that's like a ridiculous feature. I want to set my background and I want to forget it, and like I want it when I change it, I want it to be work. I don't want to like wake up and every time I'm looking at it, like it's a background I didn't choose.
Yeah, I think you're overcomplicating. I think most people's backgrounds on their phones stay.
How often do you change the background on your phone?
You know, I used to be a serial background changer and a serial phone case swapper. Really, probably now I'm probably changing my phone case every 3 months and my background, probably also every 3 months. I probably change them together. I've got a phone case on its way right now. I'm segueing to blue flowers. And also I'll change my background at that moment.
Okay.
I want to do a family photo shoot just while we're on this topic. So one thing that my friend, I can't remember which friend told me, but I said like, what's like a piece of advice that not everyone would tell you? And she said, take family photos the first year because the babies change so much. So you're going to have to do them more frequently than you think. And so I would like to do one more round before she turns one.
Whatever you want. I'm there to support.
Well, she just we did 6-month photos and she looks entirely different now.
Yeah.
And so I would like to get some of her sitting up, some clapping.
Oh my goodness.
She's got 2 teeth. She's dancing. She knows more in sign language. I mean, it's just a whole party.
I was going to kind of go back to the phone.
Do it.
Because I've been battling a dilemma here. Okay.
Share with the class.
So I have a front screen crack and I also have a back screen crack.
Yep.
Okay. And these happened about a month ago.
Yep.
And it's like that perfect timing or like that perfect gap between the new iPhone comes out in September every year. And so like I'm going 3 months with the cracked phone because I don't want to just get it fixed to only then go get a new phone 60 days later.
What I appreciate about this is like less time at the Apple store. I'm with you on that. Like the older we get, the less time we have to spend at the Apple store. And so I would also just deal with the crack. 3 years ago, I would have never dealt with the crack. I would have got it fixed that day. Now I'm totally dealing with the crack until September. No question.
Yeah. I also just find like, you nailed it. The experience of going in there is just like very unideal. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the price they charge for these matters is.
You don't have Apple Care?
No, I don't do Apple Care.
Of course you don't do Apple. Do you do Apple Care?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Apple Care is the best bang for your buck ever. It's like flight insurance or trip insurance.
Who gets?
She
Okay,
lost me.
we gotta go.
No, trip insurance.
We're
you
doing
guys.
a live bicker of the week, unscripted live bicker of the week. Okay.
Okay, let's do it now.
When you book a trip, do you buy the travel insurance or do you not buy the travel insurance?
With as much plans as we change, you always buy the travel insurance. We change our flights all the time.
Never buy the travel insurance. It
Then
doesn't
you can't
make.
change your flight.
But you can usually change the flight. You just can't like cancel the flight.
Protect this trip. Yes.
No.
When Alex books, she always protects the trip. When I book, I never protect the trip.
How many times has that backfired? On hotels especially. You book on booking.com.
Alex.
You've got to stop calling me Alex. This is like just driving me insane. I feel like I'm in trouble.
Alexa.
Alexa,
please change the radio station.
Wait, Alexa doesn't play the radio. Cole, why don't you try a different name for me?
My love.
Oh my God. Not that. Like a nickname. H.
A. A's perfect because it's both A and Canadian A.
Hey, it's perfect.
So where were we at on our bicker? We're bickering in a bicker about the bicker. The one time we needed to use the insurance on the hotel because I think we didn't like want to go to Miami or something. Mm-hmm. It didn't even work. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I do. I think where I might do a live change my mind is a lot of times buried in that insurance is it's like only within 24 hours of booking. And it's like,
well, the other thing that I've noticed, it feels like since COVID, there's been a change from airlines that they now give you the credits back.
Speaking of airlines, I want to share a story that I read yesterday.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I'm mad at New Age media for this headline. And the headline read, pilot doesn't take off because he's just, in quotes, not feeling it. And I was like, what? So this guy just like sat down and was like, not today. Then I went and read the story. Basically, there was like some technical difficulties, and then they got the plane up to par where it could take off. And he came over the speaker and he was like, hey, technically we're cleared for takeoff. Something to me still doesn't feel right, so we're not taking off today because I'm just not feeling it. And it was met with like applause from all the passengers. And they're like, he added a very human element into this, which like we could use more of, like, let's rely on our gut feelings. And then this headline just painted him as like some lazy guy.
A bunch of different directions to go here. So one, like these situations give me the heebie-jeebies, like flying just,
not a big fly guy.
If you're on that plane and he comes on and he says that, what's your initial reaction?
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm absolutely clapping because like we're talking about safety and lives.
Okay. And then if there's a flight that goes to the same destination that leaves in 2 hours, are you getting on that flight or are you skipping the day of travel?
This is a great question. I'm getting on that next flight. What about you?
Okay. I'm also getting on the next flight.
I like my odds. This is not a restart day.
Yeah. So the two other things are, I support him doing that as long as like when he makes that decision, get me off that plane. I don't want him to make that decision and be like sitting on the tarmac for 3 hours. So like make the call, commit to it, get us off.
Totally agree.
I had another point, and then I think it may be this point, but it may be another point. Okay. On the fake news. I got an unbelievable headline.
And he is checking his phone, but it's to pull up the headline.
Yeah, I'm just thinking who I sent this to.
So I can tell the wheels we're going to allow it.
I have a flight scenario while he pulled it up that I've never heard before.
Because I'm such a good multitasker, Jules. I'm so glad.
I'll tell it to Alex.
I'm kidding. I want to hear.
My friend the other day, she was on a flight. They landed and then they said, thank you for flying. This is the last flight that this plane will ever go on. They didn't tell them till they landed. But I was like, what if they told you before, like, this is going to be the last flight that this plane will ever fly?
I don't want to know that beforehand, and I would have so many questions after. But I guess every flight has to take its last flight.
Yeah.
So But yeah, that's like kind of weird. Like the plane's retiring because it's old.
Yeah, really unique experience.
Very unique.
Like, I think the question is like, is the plane going into retirement and like going to the shipyard or the train yard? But I think the plane yard. I think in the US, the way it works, I'm sure there's like a sequence of events where like they'd go from like American, and once it's done with American, it goes to like Spirit, and then once it goes to Spirit, it goes to like some, it gets shipped to like a budget, either European carrier or budget Asia carrier. Like there's like Lion Air and all that stuff.
This was European, so maybe she was end of the road.
See,
then it goes to one of the other budget ones.
No, I don't like that though. Like I think I like to think Spirit or a budget airline like that, they have planes are slotted by hours. So every plane, let's say, gets to fly 1,000,000 hours and then it's done. But not that it flies 1,000,000 hours and then it goes to Spirit. I like to think about a budget airplanes also only get to fly 1,000,000 hours. They're just, the insides of them are a little cheaper.
But this is like a great example. Like I'm going to talk about something that I think is right, but very well may be proven wrong. And the way this was explained to me was through a friend's dad who's worked for one of the airline manufacturers and trained pilots. And so each country has different flying and safety standards, and each airline as well. And so from a country perspective, and this feels like something great for ChatGPT to proofread, like if a certain amount of hours may only be okay or may only be permitted in the US, that may be different in another country. So like there was an airline we would fly in Indonesia, I think it was called Garuda. And those planes, we learned after like taking them for a while, weren't deemed safe enough to land in the US.
Wow.
So they were just operating on a total other standard. There's a lot of phone action going on here.
What are you guys doing?
No, basically it says most of the retired planes are reused or recycled, scrapped for parts, stored for potential future use, or sold to a new owner.
Wow. Scrapped for parts, I like. I like a door off one going to be a door off of another. That feels like the safest. I want the safest path forward with the airplanes. Although we have to remember, it's still safer to fly than drive.
Yes.
It just is. They don't report how many car wrecks there are.
I want to push back on that stat in a future episode. I don't want to do it today, though, because I don't want to spend the time researching it. Okay. Because I know the stats support what you're saying, but I want to look into those stats because it feels intuitively that doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yes, it does. That it's safer to fly than drive. It makes so much sense.
I think we've done this one before.
We have. Like, it's such a true stat.
I'm going to double check. I know. Like, I know that the stats support what you're saying.
How many car wrecks are there a day? Just hundreds of thousands, if not thousands. For sure, no question. Those just don't get reported. I mean, of course they get reported, but they don't get mass reported.
Okay, how about the articles?
Magic Spoon makes high-protein, zero-sugar cereal and treats reinvented from your childhood. Oh, the nostalgia. There is nothing better than a bowl of cereal, except a bowl of cereal that fuels your body. Every serving of Magic Spoon high-protein cereal has 13 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of net carbs. They come in nostalgic flavors like fruity, cocoa, and frosted. And there's Magic Spoon's high-protein treats, and they are crispy, crunchy, airy, and an easy way to get 12 grams of protein on the go. They come in mouth-watering flavors like marshmallow, chocolate, peanut butter, and dark chocolate. Both are great on the go, pre or post-workout, or as a midnight snack, which I think is the best time and place to eat cereal. So get $5 off your next order at magicspoon.com/2parents, or look for Magic Spoon on Amazon or in your nearest grocery store. That's magicspoon.com/2parents for $5 off.
So this is like from a screenshot of a phone, and we'll put it up, and I'm going to send it to Jules right now, so that way.
Oh, you can just send it later.
I don't forget.
Okay.
And basically, it's 2 headlines. which take the same statistic and spin it in opposite directions.
Oh, juicy.
So the first one, 7 minutes ago, breaking news from the New York Times. U.S. economic growth softened in the first half of the year as tariffs weighed on consumers and businesses. Then, 5 minutes later, from the Wall Street Journal, breaking news. The U.S. economy returned to growth last quarter, with GDP increasing at a 3% annualized rate, largely due to trade swings.
How are you supposed to trust anything
Yeah.
that you see? And this is where confirmation bias comes into play, because two people can be at a dinner table so sure that they're right, and technically they're right of what their news source gave them, their news source, but they don't follow any other news sources. So they're like arguing over literally what they've been told.
Totally. And they're not going the level deeper to actually like read what's in the article beyond the headline. And
But
like,
where do you even read? Because I'm sure once you're in there, it's like still spun.
Yeah.
So it's difficult.
I feel like we've talked about this before, but like my inability, like right now, just the inability to like know, to discern truth from what's true from what's fake. And it's never been lower.
If you put it into ChatGPT though and asked it like what's going on, would it have a very unbiased response?
ChatGPT, people think has some pretty deep rooted biases, and that's on the back end of their founder, Sam Altman, who's a pretty unique individual. So they're like,
Unique was kind of an ambiguous word there.
yeah, I think that on one end you have Grok, and on the other end you have ChatGPT, and they each have their own biases
Okay.
that you can uncover pretty quickly.
Even the robots are biased
because we program the robots.
because the robots are programmed by humans. Okay, let's talk about the house a little bit.
Okay.
I think we're allowing the house talk for just a smidge because here's why. I think you killed the coffee nook. Now, what you have to understand about our kitchen, if you're listening, is we had 3 island spots, like 3 countertop areas, okay? And we had a 4th countertop area. And it was just a complete dead zone where just like we put clutter and it was yucky and it was icky. And Harrison took it and he transformed it into my now like a top 3 favorite part of the house. So
Thank you.
To you, sir
Thank
contractor. The house is like really coming along.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very happy with how the coffee nook shook out, and I think it really brings the kitchen all together.
You labeled, he ordered. I'm going to make you post your TikTok on this. He ordered like coffee beans, and he drinks just cold brew out of the refrigerator. I'm the coffee maker of the house. And so I do kind of feel like this nook is for me. And so I'm really appreciative of it. He ordered new cups, new coffee mugs that are like stripes and they're so cute. And then he got little canisters and he labeled them. You labeled them. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm taking a lot of pride in the house. I want it to be great for you and Bubs, and
you're doing such a good job.
This coffee nook was, and we definitely need to do the before and after photo, is what I'm most excited about is like, it's the first type of work. All the other work has been kind of putting up walls or putting down floors, nothing to do with like measurements and design. Mm-hmm. And this is the first thing that I did with measurements and design. So it gives me the confidence to now do the bar downstairs as well as the kind of like man cave TV area. Should we put up photos of what we're doing at those 2 or no?
Maybe at a later date.
Okay.
But you're doing the attic as a man cave.
Attic is the library.
The library. The man cave is where we're sitting right now.
The man cave is where we're sitting. That's like the media, or this is the media room.
Okay. So all that to say, the house, and then the one last thing I want to touch on the house is like, we are a Frame TV Stan account. They take, as you say, Frame TVs take something that's an eyesore and make it a piece of art.
It is my favorite splurge. It's the number one splurge that I'm comfortable with, because like they're very expensive, and so like gotta recognize that. But yes, like they they've really brought the 2 rooms together that we put them in.
Let's do this. Okay, 3 areas where we've splurged, 3 areas where we absolutely have not. Okay, 3 areas where we've splurged: TVs, bed sheets. What's the last one? We need a last one. Our bed sheets, like we decided like we're gonna get like good ones. We did Bowl and Branch. We love them. They have like a little blue lining on them. They're
And we
beautiful.
paid for them.
Yeah.
Even though they're an ad and a sponsor, because I bought them because I just actually want to talk about this natural plug because I wanted as the designer, I wanted bed sheets that had a trim that matched the bed, and they had a perfect trim that matched the bed, and I knew they were a sponsor, but I just wanted to order them, and I wanted them to come, and I wanted to support them. And the quality is great. They're awesome.
2 sets.
So thank you very much.
Well, not thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
What's another area where we splurged, do you feel like? Well, I would feel like patterned furniture, like staple pieces. So like our dresser and the downstairs 2 chairs, I feel like those are our staple pieces, and we decided we wanted to get those.
The number one area that we have not splurged, even though it's like kind of a splurgy thing, is on the work we're doing. By going direct to trade
and interviewing multiple people.
The coffee nook was, are we doing prices or no?
We can keep this negotiating part as a thought.
I'll just say it this way. The coffee nook, 80% of what I was quoted.
Because you interview multiple guys.
80% cheaper. Sorry.
Yeah. Which is crazy. 80%
cheaper.
So by you being the general contractor, we're saving money. Another area.
And finding the right tradespeople. Like,
yeah.
And we have a friend who's given us some really good tradespeople, and they're just like, they're quick, they're efficient. They did the job in a day, and it's more than 80%.
And then can I say 2 other areas where we're not splurging?
Oh, yeah.
Rugs. I'm not telling you guys where we go because I don't want people to start going, but we found a rug place, and it's a chain. I'll tell them.
Great rugs. No, great rugs.
I got to tell them. Tell them. Jules is nodding. Home Sense. You go. You get the 8x10 rugs. Why are you laughing?
Why laughing?
Because you can't gatekeep Home Sense.
No, but people don't know they have rugs. Like our neighbor just texted us.
Their rugs are amazing.
They have 8x10 high quality rugs, and you can take them with you right then. It's the best. Home Sense. And then the other area, I cannot believe Amazon drapes. Truly, like the rod in all of our drapes, Bubber's drapes, our drapes in our bedroom, we just ordered more drapes, are all from Amazon. Except we did order one Anthropologie we're gonna hold them up side by side. But I think there's areas where you go high, and then there's areas where you go low, and like the Amazon drapes. So I have a friend, Shannon, who's an interior designer, and I texted her when I was doing Bubber's nursery, and I said, where can I get drapes? Because I didn't know what I was gonna do in there. We were doing it fast. I said, where do I get like nice looking drapes for a good price? And she sent me a link to Amazon. She was like, here. And I love them. They're perfect.
Have you heard of this website, Dupe? DUP.com?
No, but I saw you on it yesterday.
Number one hit and miss website that I've ever come across. But what you do is you take the furniture that you found or that you like, and you put it in, and it'll find you a dupe of it. Oh. But the problem is like you do need to do some digging. Where I found it, and that's become useful once or twice. But not useful probably 90% of the time. Yeah, I mean, Amazon's just great.
Amazon's great for things like drapes. But like our dresser in our room, that was an area where we're going to splurge here because it's a staple.
Yeah.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? With the internet and information overload about mental health and wellness, it can be a struggle to know what's true and what actions to take these days. You guys know I've always been such a massive proponent of therapy because I think it's so important to play offense, not defense. And whenever you get in those like emotional knots, untangling them by yourself can be so exhausting. So having a licensed therapist to lean on, I think, is completely invaluable and one of the best things you can do for yourself. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works with an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. It's convenient too. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/2parents. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/2parents. Okay, so I think that can wrap up our house. Like, that was very good. I liked the highs and the lows. I liked that.
Yeah, and we're still like having a bit of a freak out on the backyard. Not freak out, but like having a bit of a...
It's a work in progress. It's a whip.
What's it called when you lock up?
Paralyzed.
We're paralyzed on the yard, although I may have had a breakthrough this morning, so I need to get back to the mock-ups and see. Okay.
You're doing a great job as the general contractor, so an applause for you.
Thank you.
Before we get into...
Can I actually say what happened with the backyard? And you can cut it if it's not interesting.
Sure.
So we had the design done, but there was a miscalculation around the electrical lines and how far back what we were building needed to be from them.
Oh.
So like when they actually did the measurements of it all, so what we designed needed to be pushed up like 10 feet, which messed with the entire flow of the yard. And so it has put us back to the drawing board because like the cooking hangout area where we wanted it can't be there. And then it creates a bunch of dead space behind it. It's frustrating, but like, and you want to be able to point fingers, but it's actually no one's fault because they needed to do
good.
Like the measurements and the man, my vocabulary is bad today.
The terrain, the elevation.
The elevations, thank you.
You know
the
what?
elevations didn't help us.
You're doing a really good job over there, H. You're doing really good.
Well, I've learned from the best, so thank you.
What?
Oh, I thought you meant podcasting.
No, I meant with the general contracting. All right, we're going to move on now to...
Okay, how's this going? How's today's episode?
I think today's episode's great. I'm excited to get into some pumping situations we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about... We're throwing a baby shower.
Yeah.
But before that...
Okay.
One more round of applause for you because Flock Foods... LLC, or there's no LLC.
Flock Foods.
Flock Foods launched a new product. This is not an ad. This is just Harrison's day job. And dare I say, this is my favorite product yet that you guys have. Go ahead, please. Let me toss it to you. Let me not do.
No, thank you very much. I love when you describe these things.
And I'm texting Jake, who runs Flock.
Yeah.
And I'm just requesting some merch over here. I just want a Flock tank top to further rep.
We're due for a new merch order, so.
But talk to us about the beef jerky. Wait, the turkey bacon jerky.
Turkey bacon jerky.
I
think it's much better when a customer explains what the product is and their experience with it.
So what they did was basically made a blend of turkey bacon and beef jerky so you can get protein on the go. It's 10 grams of protein per package, which is just like incredible. And it truly tastes like thick turkey bacon.
Yeah, it's literally turkey bacon in a bag, snackable.
But with beef jerky, sometimes there's little pieces. That's what I always hate at the airport. They're like little pieces. This is like truly a slab of bacon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, no, very proud of the team and
it's 2 flavors.
The R&D they've been doing.
Research and development.
And thank you for your support.
Let me guess, you guys are going to do some expansion.
Yeah, no, we got
all the CPG buzzwords I can think of. CPG is consumer packaged goods. I didn't know that when we started dating. I didn't know what CPG was.
But yeah, it's a new product. It's right now available only online.
Flockfoods.com.
Flockfoods.com will be in retail in the future. And
Those are going to crush in retail.
yeah, I think they're going to do really well. We definitely like the skins are the hero item.
The chicken
but
skins.
The chicken skins, thank you. But there's just a lot of other opportunities we see in meat and meat-based snacking. And so we have the turkey bacon jerky, which we just pushed out. And we have a couple more things that we're going to
Protein is king right now.
Protein's king. Meat consumption is king.
Totally.
It's actually really interesting because like even a couple years ago when the press like was writing all about the plant-based movement and all these plant-based alternatives, meat consumption every year was booming, and every year new all-time highs. And so this is a country that loves their meat.
Loves it.
And we are a brand that loves making meat snacks.
Okay, so speaking of brands, I have to read you this because I think it is so funny. So my friend Nikki right now on her story is posting, like there was like some influencer posted, describe your ex as a brand.
I saw this.
It's so funny. Can I read some of them?
Yeah, please.
So it's describe your ex as a brand. Sheen, product was smaller in person. Brutal. Forever 21 because he'll never grow up. Ross because I settled for less. Netflix because I shared him with 3 others and I'm the only one paying. Like, people are so smart.
So good.
AT&T gives unlimited love, then hits you with hidden fees, dropped promises, and a monthly gaslighting surcharge.
Yeah, this was the only one I didn't like.
Build-A-Bear because I built that, man. Speaking of Build-A-Bear, they give $1 Build-A-Bears on first birthdays.
100% we're going there for Bub's birthday. I think that these phone service providers, this whole like hidden fee thing, that's of the past. They're great now. Verizon. Great. AT&T, great.
Verizon.
Love Verizon. Love AT&T. Am I allowed to love AT&T?
Yes.
What about T-Mobile?
I have no experience with T-Mobile.
What's the number one use? What's the number like? What is the phone service of Canada?
Good question. Just a real quick memory lane. When I first moved to the U.S., I remember going to the Verizon store, getting my Verizon plan.
Oh.
And I got a Chicago area code for some random reason. 312-833. Oh, I can't
Then
remember
you
the last
switched your phone number?
I switched my phone number a lot.
Why?
Because
hard to get. You don't want anybody else to have your phone number. Like, then you have to text your old phone book and be like, "Hey, I got a new phone number."
Well, no. When I moved to Hong Kong, I switched.
That makes sense.
To 852-96.
Please don't read the number. Please don't read the number.
96156.
Please.
3. Okay, I'm not gonna say the last 2 digits. So Canada, what do we have? Rogers.
Wow, never heard of that.
Rogers, Bell.
Bell?
Yeah.
Didn't we used to have Bell like ages ago?
I think Bell is AT&T.
I wouldn't be surprised if all these things have kind of merged at some point.
Bell.
But you want to talk...
Wait, like what do your parents have?
604-290.
No.
King.
What are their providers?
I would assume they're Rogers family.
No way.
Yeah.
They're not like on...
What do you mean, no way? What else would they be?
You don't have AT&T and Verizon up there?
No.
What is it in Mexico when you land? What does it say? It changes to something.
Yeah, Mexico.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Vodafone is something in Europe. Like,
yes.
I've always
Vodafone's
changed
a big
to
one.
Vodafone.
I used Vodafone when I was on exchange in Amsterdam.
Yes, that's right. Oh, these are funny. Man, what is the one? Can you just Google like #1 Mexico phone service? It's just going to drive me crazy. Oh, it just popped to my fingers.
Telcel?
Yeah. That's not actually what I think, but maybe TLL. Who knows? Somebody will DM me and tell me.
Okay, so what were we talking about?
Okay, let's now talk about what we're doing on Friday. We're having a baby shower.
Okay, was there something else that we wanted to tie? I thought you were saying something before that.
Well, no, I mean, what we were talking about was...
Yeah, I cut you off.
Flock Foods.
Describing your ex as a brand.
Oh, yes.
Which is really funny.
I cut you off in that.
No, I was done with them. I read them all.
Okay.
Well, you didn't catch my last one, which was Build-A-Bear. But
Which is?
Build-A-Bear because I built him, is what she said.
Okay.
But I want to take Tate there on her first birthday.
Yep.
And build her a bear.
Love it.
Which I just think is like, I'll be curious to go back to Build-A-Bear. Because when I went to Build-A-Bear as a kid, it was truly the best day of my life. So I just want to know what the experience is like for her.
Never been.
You never been to Build-A-Bear?
We don't have it in Canada.
So we've been really trying to take Tate to do more things. So last night we went to the splash pad in the neighborhood. We have 2 splash pads in our neighborhood. And we went and she splashed, and it was so cute. And then we have a neighborhood pool, okay? And there's these 4 ladies in the pool. And they're in the pool every night. They call it their nighttime pool routine. I don't know. They wear like swim caps, like it's a whole thing. And they were singing lullabies a cappella to Tate and Winnie. And I'm not kidding. Truly a cappella.
And then we had them sitting on the ledge of the pool. And they were both clapping. Like they thought like that they were just like, I think they felt truly as like royalty. Like they just couldn't.
They were just like, it was so cute.
The sheer joy was because they were just so stimulated between the pool and the water and the outfits the people were wearing in the pool and the singing.
It was so fun. And they're in there with their dad-ass. Like, but it's moments like that where I have to pinch myself when we're walking because it's like a 10-minute walk away from our house when we're walking to the splash pad on a summer night with our neighbors. And I'm just like, this is such a different life than I ever thought. And it's so much better and more fulfilling and like sweet.
Yeah,
it's so sweet.
It's really sweet.
Did you ever think?
No. In Austin, Texas? I did not.
Best city ever, we've decided. Finding great candidates to hire can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You get too many resumes and not enough candidates with the right skills or expertise. But not with ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter finds amazing candidates for you, and they do it fast. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Alex. ZipRecruiter's smart technology identifies top talent for your roles, and they do it quickly. Immediately after posting your job, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology starts showing you qualified people for the job. You can use ZipRecruiter's pre-written invite to apply messages to personally reach out to your favorite candidates and encourage them to apply sooner. Ditch the other hiring sites and let ZipRecruiter find what you're looking for, the needle in the haystack. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/Alex. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/Alex. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Well, now we will go to so we're having a baby
Building
shower.
off the neighbors.
Yes, and we're co-hosting it, Harrison and I, because it's a couple's baby shower. And I don't think we've told you guys yet on the podcast, but the neighbors are going to have Irish twins, 2 under 1. And so we're turning our house into an Irish tavern is the theme.
And we are hosting their baby shower.
And what's your take on baby showers? Okay, so hold on. First of all, it needs to be said this. The second baby shower is called a sprinkle. Did you know that? Like the first one's a shower, the second one's a sprinkle, and the third one, I don't know, it's like a drop of water.
Now I know that.
Get it?
Thank you.
So this is technically a sprinkle, not a shower. Because it's their second baby.
Yeah, no, totally.
And we're doing couples because baby showers should include the husband, we think, on the second one.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be involved in this.
You wanted to right out of the gates. Harrison was like, "Oh, I'll bartend," and then
that was
like,
my
no.
de facto way to get an invite.
Yeah, you were like, "I'll dress up as the Irish bartender," and then they were like, "We should do couples." We were like, "Thank you, yes."
Yeah, I'm all for both sides being at these showers, assuming that is what the woman wants.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's obviously the most important thing, but that's what she wanted. But I do think, like, you would have never wanted to go to a baby shower pre-baby, but now you understand, like, what it's like, and I think that makes you so much more excited now being a dad.
Yeah, like, they just weren't really on my radar, and obviously when you had yours, it was, like, you know, very fun and exciting for you, and I think on the second one, it's nice. It'll be Will you wait for your second one? Will you do couples?
Totally.
Yes.
A sprinkle. I love a sprinkle with a theme. Because now, the first one, there's so many unknowns. Like this one, there's no gifts. This is just more about like celebrating the baby.
Love it.
So, and I think it's really fun. In the second one, like you have everything you need. You know what you need. Like, so it's just more about, I don't know, gathering to celebrate the mom.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
And dad comes too. But I think dad should be totally included. So we're doing a game because I told Harrison at baby showers, you always play a game. We don't always play a game, but I like to play games. So we're doing, the dads are going to chug beer out of the bottles.
Yes.
I've always wanted to play this game. We're giving you an 8-ounce bottle with the size 2 lid. And I think it's going to take you 4 to 5 minutes to drink it.
I think the over-under will be 60 seconds.
I think you're going to be so surprised at how small it, like, yes, it's not like chugging anything you've ever chugged. It's a little hole.
Well, the bottles arrived today.
No practicing allowed. That's cheating.
Now the idea is in his head to practice.
I was not even thinking about it.
He's going to practice whenever I'm not looking. No, you're not allowed to practice.
Oh, I feel like I like tore my knee.
So what? Okay, so wait, hold on. Let's talk about the menu because I went to esigns.com. This is not an ad for eSigns. It's truly incredible. If you have something coming up, I went to ChatGPT. I said, make a logo for an Irish bar. So let's say their last name is Harrison. It's not, but so it says the Harrison's Irish Twin Tavern. And we have a really cool logo. I put it on hats, cups, and then this like big banner. And it took eSigns 2 days to get it here. It's like thick quality, and it was like $40.
Yeah, no, it's a great order. The quality is awesome, and great find and execution by.
And we also ordered some like shamrocks we're gonna blow up. It's gonna be really cute. I'll make a TikTok and an Instagram post about it. But what was I gonna talk about? Oh, the food. Irish breakfast.
And then cocktails, we will do Guinness beer. We will do Irish whiskey.
And then, as Jules pointed out earlier, which was very obvious, Irish coffee.
Yeah.
And then we'll have wine and beer.
And Aperol spritzes.
And Aperol spritzes. But it's a happy hour shower, so I'm not sure like how heavy we're going to go on this Irish breakfast, but we'll see. Like, can I just do pigs in a blanket, please?
Of course.
And bacon wrap dates. Those are my two specialties, you guys. Like, if you come over, what you can expect from this household is Harrison will make you the main course, but I murder eggs in a blanket and bacon wrap dates. Eggs in a bacon, pigs in a blanket.
You flowers well deserved. They both dishes are amazing. And
super simple.
When you first did
like,
pigs in a blanket is not super simple.
Harrison, pigs in a blanket is croissants. Well, don't tell them because a lot of them think it's hard. No, it's complex work.
Okay. Well, your first set of pigs in a blanket versus your fifth, very different.
I'm getting better because
now they're great.
Well, I've got a secret that I'm not going to tell you, but you have to space them out in the air fryer.
Who did you learn that from?
You taught me that.
I would stack them all on each other.
And then my bacon wrap dates, I stretch the bacon. I get that you got to get juicy dates. You wrap them up. Oh, they're so good. I'd like to make those actually. And then what I started doing with my bacon wrap dates is adding peaches and then drizzling honey over all of it. It's truly an insane dish. Yeah, I'm getting good. I'm getting real good.
I don't think she's ever done that.
I haven't, but I thought about that. It could be cool to do one time. No, last time I cut up the peach though.
I'm thinking, and I'm like, you've had some girls' dinners lately, but they've all been out of the house and they've all been at restaurants.
No, whenever we had M&M over the other day, I had the bacon wrap dates and I cut up the peaches. I didn't do the honey.
You had the bacon wrap dates. It was the first time you made them. They were 10. There was no peaches and honey.
There was peaches.
Maybe from like Bubber's snack.
No,
loves peaches.
There was peaches. I had peaches. Okay, so now I want to ask you what you're because we're going to talk about lactation here for a moment.
Okay.
Because we're interviewing a lactation specialist that's going to come out on Sunday. But my question to you is, what are you thinking about the second episode? How are you liking it?
A lot of fun. Love the first episode and like how we have this weekly carve out of like just having fun, going back and forth. Love it. I love now how the second one brings a new, like an added third perspective to it. And whether that's like someone who's a doctor or someone who's a creator, like I love all I'm really excited about all the different types of people we're going to get to talk to. I want to also explore, I was talking about this earlier, like having some more of the community coming in on that Sunday episode as well.
The neighbors. Alex Cost.
Yes, I was also talking about like what's a good way to like engage with like listeners.
Oh, right, our community. Like, okay, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really good.
So,
I would love to do that.
Yeah, I'm loved. I've had such a fun time doing episode 1 with you, and we've now recorded 3 episode 2s.
Yep.
And I've had fun with all 3. What about yourself?
So I love them. I like what we learned from them. Well, first of all, I like the double dates because like you know, like Colton and Jordan, right? It was like fun to talk to them. But then I'm telling anybody that'll listen that a guy's sperm can dry up. Like I had no idea. Also, how Jordan was telling us what Bubber eats can expand her mouth. Like it has a lot to do with the way her teeth come in. I think we need to feed her more bones to gnaw on.
Okay.
Less purees.
Okay.
Right? Because then they might need a palate expander. I don't know. It's like caveman science.
Okay.
Fascinating. But, so anyways, I love the double date episodes because just natural conversation that comes up. But I'm excited for the specialists too. Because like a lactation consultant, I actually need to talk to one. So it's really cool to have one and then be able to add value for other people. It can be so hard to quiet your mind at night. You've got your to-do list. You've got tomorrow's early alarm. You've got so many schedule conflicts that you need to start texting people about when you first wake up. But you guys, you can truly unwind with Boll and Branch. Their sheets are so soft, so extraordinary. Your whole body relaxes into sleep. We just got new Boll and Branch sheets and we got the whole bed set and they are truly unbelievable. It's like you just unfold into a sanctuary. It is the best ever. Also, let's talk about the Percale sheets because they are the most cooling, comfortable sheets of all time. And it's so important during the summer because you don't want to sleep hot, or if your partner sleeps hot, you don't want that to affect you. And they are made ultra crisp with a special cooling weave so you never have to sleep hot again. And they come with a 30-night worry-free guarantee. I love when people put their money where their mouth is, so you can try them. And then if you don't like them, you can send them back. But I promise you, you are not going to want to do that. Feel the difference an extraordinary night's sleep can make with Boll and Branch. Get 15% off plus free shipping on your first set of sheets at bollandbranch.com/Alex. That's Boll and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com/Alex to save 15% off and unlock free shipping. Exclusions apply.
Yeah. And so Lactation Consultant, that episode is going to come out this Sunday and we're recording it
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. And so...
I got a lot to talk to her about. Like, we made like a whole list about Milky.
Amazing. So 10 months into your 12-month journey, how are you feeling?
So, okay, I am 10 months into my 12-month pumping journey. That's crazy. And my goal was 6 months, and I kept going. It's funny. If you would have asked me last week, I'd be like, pumping is a non-event. This week, it's kind of an event again because I feel as though I've been running an hour to 2 hours behind. Always like right now I need to pump, right? And it's just like, you gotta block out the 20 minutes to do so. But when am I gonna get, besides our next kids, like when do I get to spend a year of my life like pumping? And it kind of ties you to the newborn phase a little bit. I realized that's what I liked about it. So, okay. Her turning 1 is very emotional for me, far more emotional than I ever thought. And the first year is really special to me. But having continued to pump and breastfeed her ties me to the newborn bubble a little bit longer. And for some reason, it's very hard to articulate this, but has enhanced this time for me. Does that make sense?
Interesting.
I'm having a hard time putting that into words, but like...
No, I think I understand it in the context of like, well, from my perspective, it's just clear how much added work it's been. Mm-hmm. And I'm blown away that you've kept doing it.
But I wanted to keep doing it. It's not because I felt like I had to. It's because I wanted to, which is like crazy. Because if you would have asked me month 3, I would have said, I'm counting down the days.
Totally. But the toll, like the toll of consistency, that like what comes to mind is like, it'll be a long day. We're going to bed. We're both exhausted. I'm about to like go and roll over and you're just like, gotta pump. And just like how like the consistency of the consistency of it over such a long period of time has been unbelievable to watch. And I'm very proud of how you've handled the entire postpartum process. You're a champ.
Thank you. I don't need
Not that you needed to do it the way that you did it.
Well, what I was gonna say is a lot of like, it's funny. I didn't realize this until yesterday, but I've officially like pumped / breastfed longer than I carried her, because I carried her for 9 months, and now I'm at 10 months of pumping and breastfeeding, which is 19 months total. And it's just like, that to me is really sweet, because I just look at this little thing and I think, wow, I've like given you part of me for now 19 months, which is really cool.
So such a long time. This may sound like a ridiculous question, but it came from a friend who said this. What has been harder for you, pumping or pregnancy?
Wow. Well, I think we have to call it breastfeeding and pumping or pregnancy.
Yeah. What's taken a bigger, what's taken a bigger physical toll on you? Pregnancy or pumping and breastfeeding? As ridiculous of a question as that may be, a friend of ours who we were just with said that pumping has been harder for them than pregnancy was.
So it's a really good question. For me, it's close, but pregnancy was harder because I had one of those pregnancies where I was sick every day. I had anxiety. I was lethargic. I had aversions, but also like cravings. So I had headaches. So pregnancy for me was harder on the body. But pumping and breastfeeding, mentally, I think is unlike anything I've ever done before. And it was very hard at the beginning, and now it's a lot less hard. But yeah, both are hard, and both are a crazy experience that I've never had before as a woman. But yeah, pregnancy was harder.
How surprised are you that you're even like talking about them in a similar way?
Well, I'm very surprised, and I'm actually shocked at how good of a question it is. But do you know what it is? This is what happens to people. They say, women all the time are saying like, okay, so pregnancy for me was really hard. And then I had the baby. And then about 9 to 10 months later, I start saying, oh, it wasn't that bad. I'll do it again. And like, we remember it differently. You remember it with like rose covered goggles on.
And thank goodness you do.
No,
because
yeah.
I am very excited for hopefully number 2.
I know, but it's so funny to think about it, because when I was pregnant, I was like, this is so hard. Like I didn't feel good. I didn't feel like my best self. Some people have a totally different experience, but
yeah, watching how hard that was on you was very, very, very sad to see. And I'm super proud of how you've handled.
But a lot of people say postpartum, the number one thing they didn't expect is how hard the milking is. Mm-hmm. And nobody can prepare you for it, because when you're in it, like your milk's coming in, your boobs hurt, your boobs leak, your hormones go up and down, your skin's different. Like it takes such a toll on your body. Mm-hmm. So I could see how a lot of people's answer would be that pumping and breastfeeding is harder than pregnancy was on them. But for me, that wasn't the case. Mm-hmm. But like, boy, is it gnarly.
And is this going to come out in time for us to ask the listener for questions for that tomorrow?
Yes, they should be able to. Just if you're listening to this on the earlier side, comment it on YouTube and we'll read them there. And then we can ask a lactation consultant. But I've been getting like a ton of questions about like, how do you pump on the go? And that's the one I want to just talk about really quickly. And it's crazy because that's something I won't talk about with the lactation consultant, but I got to attribute this one to you, Harrison, because you gave me, like, you made me feel so comfortable out in public when I was pumping. Like, you'll always just like wrap something around me or like guard me, or I'll sit in the car longer. And you just like, and you always told me like you were so patient and kind with me about it, that it made pumping out in public and pumping on the go for me really fun. And so thank you for, like, ultimately I understand it boils down to me and I'm the one that did it. And like, it was hard sometimes to like strap on the thing when I was on the airplane or something, but you always made me feel like very safe, and I could always like take my time And sometimes I would get like embarrassed at the beginning, and you were always just like so sweet to me about it. So thank you, number one, for being such a good supportive partner through that. Because if you were any other way, I would have hated pumping out in public.
The least I could do.
But the other thing is like, I just decided like I didn't care. And sometimes I remember we were sitting at that hotel in the lobby in Aspen. And I was just like, oh my God, I have to wrap this around me and I have to start pumping. And then I was like, you know what? Let me reframe this. Like, it's really cool that I'm pumping. And so I don't know what it is besides like I had a mental shift. And I would always put a jacket over me and like I would just do it. And the more you do it, the more your brain just like is trained that you're going to do it. And the more you don't feel as embarrassed.
Yeah, you've had an A+ attitude throughout it, and I'm very proud of you. I've
taken that pump everywhere. Weddings, except I take the Spectre. I take the real one with me. But that's not a method for everybody. Some people want to do it in the, they want to do it in their in the room with the door closed, and like it's more comfortable there. And I totally get it. And pumping is so, what is it? Individual. It's such an individual experience. So really do it what's comfortable for you. But for me, I'm an out and about pumper. I take that pump bra with me everywhere.
You're the best.
So are you. And let's now go to things we DM'd.
Okay.
So what I DM'd you was McDonald's is coming back with an adult Happy Meal, which I am just all for. Yeah. I because the Happy Meals were such a fun little box that it was truly an experience that even as an adult I would still like to have.
Totally. Very, very, very smart business move. I think that bringing the nostalgia back will have a bunch of folks who haven't eaten McDonald's in a really long time going back into their stores. Like, when's the last time you had McDonald's?
So I think they have an egg McMuffin, like an egg white egg McMuffin or something that I would get on road trips, I remember. So I've had it more recently than what I'm about to say, which is my junior year of college. I went and I got like the chicken McNuggets late at night, and like they didn't settle well. I remember I threw them up the next day. Like that kind of grossed me out on the McDonald's thing. Also, what's ingrained into my head is the Super Size Me pink, like it looked like Play-Doh coming out of a dispenser.
Yeah, we got to run that.
Like that's ingrained into my head. However, I think they have the best French fries and the absolute best, and it's not closed Diet Coke ever. I think McDonald's Diet Coke is superior.
So will you go back in for the adult Happy Meal?
Totally, I'm going to go back in for it.
Are you actually going to go back in?
Most likely. I would like to. Here's the thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to get the burger because you can get a cheeseburger or the McNuggets. I'm going to get the cheeseburger. I'm going to give it to you, and I'm going to have the fries.
Okay.
And the toy.
Look at that teamwork.
Yeah, I want the toy.
Look at that teamwork. I don't remember the last time I've had McDonald's either not drunk or hungover.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
it is the only time and place that McDonald's has in my life.
You just wouldn't go on like a Tuesday for lunch.
Just go smash a Filet-O-Fish for your...
Ooh! Like what percentage of that do you think is actually fish?
Oh, I would love to know.
Like 5%?
I would love to know.
I've never had one.
I had like probably in grade 6 or 7 went through like a 2 or 3 month Filet-O-Fish era, but I was a McChicken guy through and through. That's been 90% of my McDonald's orders.
Is that your favorite thing on the menu?
Have a McChicken in it. Yeah. Now my orders are really big because I don't do them often. So I'll do like 1 or 2 McChickens, a burger, normally a Big Mac, and then nuggets as well.
And no French fries.
Yeah, I typically one of my more unconventional moves is I will not do French fries and do like 3 or 4 burgers.
As a Dairy Queen lover, are you a McFlurry lover?
No, because they're just not as good. There's some bites which are amazing, but then I find by the end like it's just all ice cream and no
cookie.
And like no cookie. And Jules is shaking her head, but you
the
clearly
ice cream
have
at
not.
McDonald's is so good.
It's the best kind of ice cream ever. Like what are they
McDonald's
called?
ice cream is great. We're talking McFlurries.
But she's saying if that's all that's left, like lucky you.
Have you had Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
You've had Blizzards?
Yeah.
Have you had a Smartie Blizzard?
I mean, that is
Only
the
in
Fuckman
Canada.
family. You guys love Dairy Queen, which I love.
We are going back to Vancouver and we are going to have
Oh
Smarter
yeah,
Dairy
we're
Queens.
going back to Vancouver this weekend.
I'm sure the family will end up at DQ.
We're gonna go to Whistler and Vancouver. I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's probably the most excited I've been for a Vancouver trip yet. Because the first time I went, I just felt like I was just like
Thick of pregnancy.
just like bleh. Yeah, it was tough times.
It'll be fun.
No, it's gonna be fabulous. I keep asking Harrison for an itinerary.
We're keeping it pretty open.
I like it. I would like to go to dinner with some of your friends while we're there, please.
It looks like we have a Saturday night dinner planned.
Really?
Well, there's some people in town that I wasn't aware was going to be in town.
Oh, there's some guys in town.
Some of the fellas.
Okay, well we'll do a big dinner. Okay, what'd you DM me?
I did not DM you anything this week, but Jules did.
Jules sent through FAFO parenting, which is, and I don't know why I asked you what you DM'd me because I knew you didn't DM me anything. But okay, Jules sent through FAFO parenting, which is F around and find out parenting, which is the antithesis of gentle parenting. And from what I can read online, a lot of people are happy to see gentle parenting being pushed aside because it was very like soft parenting happening. And F around and find out parenting is, for example, if it's raining, if it's pouring down rain outside and you're like, hey, honey, you need to wear a rain jacket. And your kid's like, I'm not wearing a rain jacket. I'm not taking an umbrella. You're like, so you do you check, you're like, okay, what's, is it fine if they go outside in the rain? I guess technically. So they go outside in the rain and they're like drenched and they're looking at you like, but all my clothes are wet. And you're like, yeah, but you didn't want to take the raincoat.
Yeah. I'm quite against like all this labeling.
I like that take. I like it because sometimes you want to be gentle, but sometimes you're like, okay, fine.
And it's like, I think just like
try eating
different
it with your
things
hands.
are going to work for different kids in different environments with different parents. And like, it's also hard for us to speak on this because, these types of things I think are for kids a little older, but like, I think as we've seen, everyone follows such a different path, starting from like the getting pregnant part of the process to pregnancy to postpartum, that like, these blanket statements seem to, they just don't really hit with me.
So I agree. And I think that it could be sectioned out into areas. Like you could be a FAFO parent when it comes to eating, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't know, when it comes to activities, but not when it comes to sleep or like, you know what I mean? There's like so many different facets.
Totally.
I think it's just like teaching kids basic cause and effect too.
Like not sheltered.
Just if you don't bring your raincoat and it's raining, you'll get wet. Like,
right.
Cool.
Right.
But it's, trending everywhere.
But also
And then,
recognizing like some kids just won't care about that. Like I don't care about that. I do not have a raincoat.
A FAFO parent would really have their work cut out for themselves with you because they'd be like, fine, go outside and get wet. And you'd be like, yeah, in the puddles.
Yeah.
Digging in the dirt.
I don't know the last time I used an umbrella. Like
Well, you're from Vancouver.
We got to get you. Exactly. We've
You have
normalized
normalized rain so much in your life.
Yeah.
Weather to you is just an event.
Can't control
Not
it.
a dictator of your day. If you're going on a walk and it's raining, like you're going on your walk, you come back with your shoes wet.
Correct, ma'am.
FAFO parenting for you would be really funny. But I do agree on the sense of like, it is just a way of like, this is what cause and effect. This is what happens. Instead of saying, no, sweetheart, we can't go outside. We're not going to go if you're not going to wear a raincoat. It's like, we're going to go. You're just not going to wear your raincoat, which I like. I like it all. I understand. I know labels, but also like it's cause and effect. I'm over here just sort of in my corner seeing all sides.
I know. I need to go to the restroom.
Okay.
Do we have anything else to discuss?
You know what? We don't. And this is a lovely time to end it. So you guys listen to the episode on Sunday.
Please.
It's the lactation. If you're interested, it's the lactation consultant. And we love you guys. And we will see you next time.
Thank you for listening.
We'll actually see you on Sunday. Thanks for listening to another episode of Two Parents in a Podcast, powered by Just Media House. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, and review. Stay connected on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook at Two Parents in a Pod. Welcome to our home. Sorry it's so messy. New episodes every Thursday.